My distant relative left me $1 million. But what I discovered after changed everything. I never thought a single envelope could change my life or unravel everything I thought I knew about my family. That's how I started my journal entry the night it happened before everything turned upside down. But let me take you back to that morning. It was an ordinary Thursday in Chicago, cold and gray, the kind of day where the city feels half asleep. I was sitting in my small apartment, half-heartedly working on a freelance graphic design project while drinking my third cup of instant coffee. My rent was due in 6 days, my account balance was hovering dangerously close to zero, and my client had just asked for one more revision, which meant I was getting paid late again. You know that feeling when you're not exactly drowning, but your toes are touching the bottom and you can't quite breathe right? That was my life. So when the knock came on the door, I wasn't expecting anything. No one ever really visited me. My friends texted, my clients emailed, and my landlord just posted reminders under the door. It was a mail courier wearing one of those winter hats with ear flaps and a tired look. Delivery for Ava Mitchell? Yeah, that's me. He handed me a thick envelope, the kind that looks like it belongs in an old courtroom movie. It was heavy, cream-colored, sealed with wax, like something out of the 1800s, and it had an embossed logo that read, Whitmore Sons Legal Services. At first, I thought it was junk mail. Then I noticed the return address Charleston, South Carolina. I'd never been there in my life. I almost tossed it aside, but something about the weight of it made me curious. I sat down, slid a butter knife under the wax seal, and opened it. Inside was a single sheet of thick paper and a business card. The paper was formal, typed neatly with black ink. Dear Miss Mitchell, we are writing to inform you that Miss Eleanor Whitmore has passed away as of last month. In her final will and testament, she has named you as a beneficiary. Please contact our office at your earliest convenience regarding the execution of her estate. Sincerely, Harold Bennett, ESQ, Whitmore Sons, Legal Services. I stared at it for a full minute. The name Eleanor Whitmore rang a faint bell. My mom used to mention someone by that name when I was little. I remembered overhearing things like, Aunt Eleanor's being dramatic again, or your great aunt never forgave your grandma for that mess. But it was always vague, distant family drama I never really understood. A distant relative, a will, a letter that didn't seem real. I actually laughed out loud because this sounded exactly like a scam. One of those, you've inherited a fortune from your long-lost cousin in Europe, so things. Still, the lawyer's name looked legit. I googled Whitmore Sons Legal Services, and sure enough, it existed. A real firm, real website, real office. And real obituary listings confirmed. Eleanor Whitmore had passed away 2 months ago. I remember sitting back in my chair, the laptop light flickering on my face, and whispering to myself, what the hell is happening? The next few days were a blur of phone calls and disbelief. When I called the firm, a calm voice answered. Whitmore Sons, this is Harold Bennett speaking. Hi, this is Ava Mitchell. I received a letter about an inheritance. There was a pause. Miss Mitchell, yes, I've been expecting your call. You were named in Miss Whitmore's final will. Okay, but why me? I didn't even know her. I understand your confusion, he said. You were listed specifically by name. Miss Whitmore had no surviving children or siblings. She mentioned you as her closest kin who deserved what was once lost. That phrasing gave me chills. I tried to process it logically. Maybe she'd mistaken me for someone else. Maybe it was a clerical error, but the lawyer confirmed my full name, date of birth, and even my mother's name. It was me. He asked if I could travel to Charleston to finalize paperwork and full story link below.